Once in royal David City stood a lonely cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Mary was that mother mild, Jesus Christ, her little child. He came down to earth from heaven. That's a lot, 'cause I don't remember anymore. You know, a lot of these Christmas carols, especially the hymn type ones, most of us only know the first verses to them. I'd have to look up the on the internet for the rest of it. But you know, I have been looking online again to see if I could find any music that's got no copyright on that I could put on the intro to my videos like I was going to do. But the ones that I did download all have copyright on them. All the ones I looked up, because I put in copyright free, but a lot of them had copyright free and royalty free, which I thought was the same thing, but actually it's not. I looked it up, and when it's royalty free, whoever has made the music, like the ones I picked were mostly piano playing ones because they were the best, the nicest ones. So whoever makes that music gets a one-off payment. That's their royalty, is a one-off payment, and any royalties afterwards from that music goes to the company that's bought it, because some people play the little bits of music like that and they send them into these music companies, and these music companies use them, either try to sell them to the likes of myself so that we can use them on YouTube or like TikTok, Instagram, and any of those sort of platforms. Because one or two of them that I did look, they had, you could pick one or two free, and then you went further down the list and you had to start paying for them, pay a monthly thing or a one-off fee thing. And I thought, these are all songs that's in the public domain, I'm not paying for them. So I found this site called Pix, I think it was Pix or something or other, and it just said royalty free, and I thought that was the same as copyright free, so that's where I got them all from. Only like I'm saying, I've discovered now that royalty free just means that whoever made the recording gets no more money after that one-off payment. It's the company who has the songs that puts them out and tells the likes of us that we can use them free on YouTube, which means, like what happened to me, I used one of them and it came up with a copyright strike on my channel. It doesn't affect my channel in any way, it just meant that I wouldn't get any, because I was monetized, I would get nothing for that video because of those 2 minutes that I had played that song, or played the piano, it was a piano tune, that I had played that little bit of music. All the revenue from that video would be going to the record company. And I thought, no way. If it had been whoever had put the song, who had made that recording of the piano playing of O Come All Ye Faithful, that's what it was, I might have left it on because I didn't mind them getting the money, but not the company who were doing those probably young musicians trying to find a way to get onto the musical platform type of thing. So anyway, I am just going to sing a few, as much as I can remember of any of the songs at the start. But you know, if my husband was still around, he played the guitar and he played the organ as well. He was self-taught, he taught himself to play the piano and his guitar and everything, and he was very good at it. but he never tried to do anything with it, you know. But he would have recorded all those songs and music. He would have played them on his organ or his guitar for me. And then I was thinking, well, one of my sons, my youngest son, plays the guitar, but I'll not see him till Christmas. But talking about that, I do remember when Ian, his name is Ian, my husband was Alan, my youngest son is Ian. And when he was in his teens, him and a few of his mates had tried to start up a pop group, playing the guitar and all that. And at first I had nowhere to practice. And then one of the lads who was in the group, his parents ran a pub, and they let them practice in the room upstairs above the pub. And he came in one day and his face was down, you know, miserable. Like, what's the matter with you? He said, we can't practice in the pub anymore. And I said, why not? And he says, because the customers have been complaining about the racket from upstairs, he says to the manager. So he's chased where he says, we can't play in there anymore. And I said to him, I don't blame him. I says, the kind of music you were playing, it's all heavy metal. That was the kind of stuff that my son liked, you know. And he was at my house one day, and I had some music on, and I think it was the Rolling Stones came on. I can't remember what song it was, but I liked that particular song. And I said something about it. Well, my son was a Rolling Stones fanatic. He had all of their CDs and all of the music they ever made, and he must have thought I liked the Rolling Stones. So anyway, it was a few days later, he came back to my house with a pile like that of CDs, the Rolling Stone. You know, well, I can't stand them. It's only that one particular song. I can't remember what it was. I remember what it was, but I sort of liked it. And he said, I've copied all my CDs for you, because you like that Rolling Stones song. And well, thanks very much, Ian. I never told him, like. But one of my neighbours up the street, Elizabeth, her husband Keith, was a Rolling Stone fanatic, like. So I gave them all to her. I knocked on the door one day and it was Elizabeth answered, and I said, I've got all these Rolling Stones CDs for your Keith. I says, because I know he loves them, the Rolling Stones. And she says, looked at me and she said, oh, you haven't, have you? I says, and I was told her about my son had, you know, copied them all for me. And I said, I'm never ever going to play them because I can't stand them. She says, neither can I. I says, I know, but Keith loves them. So I gave her them to him and I says, well, tell him, I says, make sure he puts his earphones in when he plays them, because you see, otherwise I can see a divorce going on in this street. But that's enough about that music. I am now on my nearly up to the sleeve. I think I'm on about 16 inches there. I've got another inch to do because she's shorter arms than most people, about 17 inches. And that'll be the first sleeve finished, and then I can get on to, I'll get that one finished today. Probably get started on the other sleeve tonight. And then hopefully either Tuesday or Wednesday I may be able to put the neck and the front bands and get it all sewn up, and that's out of my way for I have to worry about that one anymore. No more comments about if I was going to have a cardigan ready for Christmas. I am actually giving it to her. She thinks she's paying for it, but she's not. I'm giving it to her for a Christmas box. But she doesn't know that. Maybe if I told her it was for a Christmas box, she might not have harassed me so much. But you know, because that's what friends are for, aren't we? So anyway, I've done that. And I now have my basket with all the colours in for I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So I've got another 2 of those to do, but I said to Belinda, I have to do the ends on these. I haven't stitched in the ends on the last 2. I just stitch them in, the one way I start and the one way I finish. That's all I have to do on those 2. And do another 2, which I'll probably get done tomorrow, so I'll probably be able to post those off tomorrow. and then start on the set for Hillary. I have 4 to do for Hillary. They don't take very long, you know, there, I'll put that down there, knitting. And that's how far I've got with the blanket. It's getting longer, not much more to do. Turn it side that way, you can see it better, the length of it that way. I think it's about 21 inches. I think I said the other day when I was showing it was about 20 inches, but it wasn't, it was only 18 inches. So I've done about 3 inches on it this morning. That's not much more to do. So it's about 21, so I have about another 8 or 9 inches to do to finish it, because I do it till it measures 30 inches. I think this one measures a little bit more widthways. I normally do 28 by 30, but I think this one could be more like 32 because of the stitch being all like garter. It's a type of garter. It's like a double moss stitch, but it looks like all garter, and I think it's made it wider than what it normally would have done. So I had cast on 94 stitches. I think I could have done with quite a few less stitches and it would have come out the size I usually do. But it's going to be a bigger blanket anyway, so it'll probably fit a cut. I'll put that needle back in there and fold that up. And that's all I've done. I haven't done any more of the green and white baby blanket and the scarf, and I haven't done any of my own. But as soon as I finish these ones I have to do, I'm going to start knitting my own. I know I'll not get it finished for Christmas, but not that I'm bothered. It would just be nice to be able to do some of my own, you know, without having to worry about having finish something else for someone else. But I have been noticing lately, I'm going to show you something. I have been buying these little, I think they're called tea lights. This one is lavender and this one is vanilla. Now, you know, I buy those little things that you buy, you know, for to put a scent in your house. They're like in a plastic container, and I don't know whether they're like wax things or what's inside, but you peel the outer thing off them in your little holes in all over, and you get a nice smell around in your house. They only work in one room, and most of the instructions on them say that they last for a month. And they're lucky in my house that they last a week, maybe it's a week and a half, when the smell sort of disappears. The thing's still there, but the smell seems to disappear. But I've been buying these little tea lights. Now, I bought the lavender one because I do like lavender, but I've never noticed any smell of it, even when I've got to have a touch in my nose to smell it, the lavender. And when I light it, I don't smell any lavender coming off it at all. It just smells like a candle burning. But this is a vanilla one. I thought I'll try the vanilla and see what it's like. And when the packet came, I think I tore there's like a cellophane cover thing on it, and I forget how many was in the pack. There's quite a lot in the pack. I think about 16 or something. I think there's about 18. I think there's a row of 9 on the bottom and a row of 9 on the top, I think. Something like that. There's quite a lot in anyway, but the cover was torn on it. And I just put it on my dining table, left it standing on there, and I thought when I finish burning these, I'll start burning these ones, because I just put one on of a night time. But you know, every time, even now, the smell is just coming from it. I don't even have to hold it anywhere near my nose, but they were just the open packet, the whole 9, or the whole front, the top of them on the 9 of them, was all open on my dining table. And as soon as I opened the front door, I've been out, I opened the front door, I can smell, the smell just goes all around the house of the vanilla. I can smell it in my living room, in the dining room, and it gets stronger in the dining room, and then I can smell it in my kitchen, and I can smell it in my passage. So I've been taking a few of them, instead of burning them, which I don't know what the smell's like when they're burned, but once you burn them, the smell will be gone. So I think I've put about 3 in each room in my house. And the whole house just smells of vanilla. It's a lovely smell. So I won't bother burning these. I'll just use them the way they are, because they must be the same sort of thing as those things that you buy, that's, for the let smell out. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember what they're called. I think Glade does the one. So just for anyone, just try that with especially the vanilla. They only seem to be this, like the lavender or the vanilla. They are the only two like smells, scents I've been able to find in them. I don't know whether there's any more done. I'm going to look for some other ones and that, because they do leave a lovely smell all over your house, and it doesn't cost you a fortune. It was only 99 pence for that pack I got with 18. I'm sure there's 3 packs of 3 lines of 3 in each thing one. So that's 18 you get in a pack. So anyway, I'm getting back on with my knitting. That's my little bit for today. So I'll catch you up again tomorrow with another little tune, little Christmas carol. I think the old hymn ones are the best. The ones that should be in the public domain and should not be any copyright on them, even if somebody else has recorded them. But that's the way it goes, isn't it, these days? And then when I run out of those, if I run out of those, I'll just do the other ones that I know of. I know quite a lot of other singers have done well. Elvis Presley's done some, and Bing Crosby and White Christmas, and lots of other ones. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.